Hi folks, Bob Dale for Southern Remarketing in Jackson, Mississippi. Those of you who watch our sales know that we sell lots and lots. Matter of fact, we've sold hundreds and hundreds of diesel trucks of all form and description over the past few years. Well, today folks, we're going to list one. Well, we just never quite had one like this. I don't know how to describe it except to show it to you. It's a 2004 Ford F350 one-ton, single-wheel, rear axle, four-wheel drive. Now it says it's an XLT, but it's got all the Lariat equipment, leather and all that. It has great equipment on the inside. Got a fancy touchscreen radio. It's got the rear entertainment center. Got the captain's chairs in the back. Got an expensive bed on it. Got a matching set of Toyo tires that are really nice. Just don't know. So if you're looking for a cool truck to just have, this is it. On the other hand, if you've got a job site or a work site, or you farm, or you've got to haul whatever you need to haul around, this will certainly do it, because it'll pull anything you hook to it. It's only got 218,000 miles on it. 228 rides and drives perfectly. Dan says, although they've lifted it, Dan says it will just absolutely fly. He's about to do you a video. Here's the truck. Come on, we'll show you. Front end is great.
It's got later model, that's like a 07 Harley Davidson style headlights.
Here's the tires, matching set of Toyo tires. Someone has bought a pretty expensive set of wheels and put on it, good looking race line wheels. You can see under here there's absolutely no rust of any kind. F350 says XLT, but look on the inside. Got leather, windows, door locks, tilt, cruise, stereo, fancy radio.
Got the wood grain, got the leather.
Carpets are beautiful. Headliner's perfect. Doesn't have any odors in it. Not beat up. See in here, it's doesn't look like it.
I ain't been mud riding in it or anything.
And it's not been on a work site or on a farm. You can't ever get that dust out. Look back here, I can't explain this.
This is an audio box. It's got a TV antenna go with it and channels. I guess it plays DVDs. I'm not sure how that works. It comes on, so I know it works. I guess those are some audio inputs. Got extra power outlets back here. Probably put you a little console here if you wanted to, but two sets of captain's chairs, sliding rear window.
Someone who owned it had kind of a color key. I guess they needed black and white, so they painted this. This is an expensive bed.
It's a napide or napede or nappy head, however you pronounce it.
Everything's here, no rust. I mean, generally these things got, look in here. Absolutely no rust. Tailgates here.
LED tail lights. And looks like it's a big set of work lights in the back.
Yeah. On that headache rack. Never been backed into anything. The bumper's in good shape.
Of course, anything you back into with this thing, you're going to hurt it, not your truck.
Strangely enough, if you look down the sides, folks, it's straight as narrow. There's no dings, pings, it's not chipped up. Well, we've opened these things, they're all clean. That's a heck of a bed. Look at these tires. I mean, that's some big tires.
Got a gigantic exhaust pipe on it.
Look back up under here. Absolutely no rust of any kind. These, look at them. No rust.
Open that other one since we have the rest.
Yeah, some people say, what was in that other one?
And if you're not a fan of the bed, you could buy just a pickup bed and stick back on it and get real good money for that work bed.
Yeah, those things are expensive. This thing's even got power on both sides. And it works. Mm-hmm. Carpet looks good. No dust and dirt show inside that. No dust, dirt inside that. If these things have ever been on a job site or work site, you can't get it out. That's why we try to avoid work trucks when we buy them and sell. F350 Super Duty. Once again, up under here, we don't know how they lifted this, but
I guess it's been lifted. It's maybe a few inches, I don't know.
Yeah. Glass is good. It's a pretty cool truck, folks. Dan's gonna sell it no reserve. So someone's going to own a nice truck when this is over for the money, because it's going to be a bargain, trust me. If you have a question about this truck, give Dan a call, 601-720-2857. If you want to know what it takes to buy it, we reserve that right. Give me a call, 601-720-2857. If you can't get him on the phone, which is a common occurrence, give me a call and I'll track him down.
Sure.
601-218-1223. 601-218-1223, and you can call me anytime. But it's it's just a great truck for what it is. I mean, how could, no telling, if you tried to go replace this truck, trust me, you would get sticker shock. That's an expensive bed on it. That's a really expensive bed. That's an expensive set of Toyo tires. It's got a good stance, stands up and looks good. Dan's gonna give you a drive. He said, runs and drives great, ice cold air, everything in it works. So I assume you can come and drive it wherever you want to go. But it fits so many different needs. I mean, if you just need a hunting truck, if you need a big truck to pull a big boat, if you've got a work site you need, if you've got a farm, I mean, this truck will do whatever you want to do. Plus, it looks good going down the road. But we're going to sell it. We're going to sell it no reserve. Someone will own it when it's over. I gave you our phone numbers. If you have any questions, please call. Don't wait till it disappears and go, I paid more than that. Well, you should have called us. And that's something that we do constantly, folks. We encourage people to call us so we know who we're talking to. I promise you, if you call and tell us, hey, I'm whatever, we're real easy to get along with, and I'll give X amount for this truck, and we know who we're talking to, we'd much rather sell it to you as get an extra $500 or something from a bidder who may or may not ever show up. We've had such horrible luck with deadbeat bidders. So please, if you want to buy our truck, we'd really appreciate it. But if you can't and you're not going to follow through with it, don't bid on it. Pretty nice truck, folks. Truck you'll like when you see it. It'll be a fun truck to have. It has so many uses, but it's a 2004 Ford F350, single wheel rear axle, 1-ton, 4-wheel drive, XLT package with all the Lariat equipment, great set of Toyo tires, rear entertainment center, just got everything. A pretty cool truck. Thanks for watching our video, folks. Look forward to visiting with you about this truck that we're going to sell no reserve. Look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.
Hi folks, Dan Dale here. You've been listening to my dad talk about this truck. Now I'm going to take you on a test drive, but before I do, just want to show you under the hood, because this is just how it came in, just how clean it is. We don't clean under the hood, so you can see we got these Optima batteries. They're only about a year old, or 2 years old, but they got a good warranty on them. They're in great shape. Got the dual alternators. That's an option you hardly ever see on these, but it's got dual alternators. Radiator's been replaced. But the most important thing I want to show you is you can see no blow-by. Just a tiny wisp of smoke, which smoke's not a big deal as long as it's not puffing. But the main thing is you can see I set the oil fill cap down, it doesn't blow off. If it blows off, that means you've got engine compression getting past the piston rings and into the motor. It means you got a wore out engine, but not the case with this one. It also has a high flow intake. Now we're going to shut the hood, take you on a test drive. Okay, now I've climbed in, we're going down the road. You'll have to excuse my shaky camera work because I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other on some of the worst roads in the city of Jackson. So the video, even though it may come out a little shaky, rest assured, in person, this truck has a great ride. And one thing you can take away from all these bumps I'm hitting is that it's tight. There's no squeaks or rattles in it, which is a good thing. This truck, 6-liter diesel, but it fires right up, hot or cold. Runs perfect. All the temperatures are where they should be. It doesn't run rough cold and then smooth out when it's warm. That's what these Power Strokes will do. They got weak injectors. They'll run like crap cold, and when they're warmed up, they'll run perfect. But not an issue with this truck. Drives just like it should. The windshield doesn't have, well, it's got one tiny little rock peck right up there. I was gonna say it was perfect, but it's got one little rock peck, and one little rock peck, you can't even see it, but no cracks. So that's the big thing. You can see I let go of the wheel, doesn't pull to the left or right, doesn't pull or vibrate when I hit the brakes. It's got heated tow mirrors, they extend out, you can pull them out. It's got cruise. I just set the cruise, the little light came on, turn it off, it goes off. This truck is obviously, somebody's taking good care of it. I mean, it's doesn't have any hesitation when you hit the throttle. The turbo vanes aren't sticking. Got this nice Pioneer stereo, DVD player, has Bluetooth. I'm not sure, I don't think it has navigation. I can't swear one way or the other, but I don't think it does. But it works, I know that. That used to be a little cell phone mount or something. We just left it there in case whoever buys it has one that's compatible. The extra power points there. There's a little on-off button down there. Not sure what that's for. Probably had a CB in it at some point. See, has the automatic headlights, power windows, locks, mirrors. Has keyless entry with extra keys to it. And one thing I can tell you about this truck is it will go. I don't know what's been done to it, but when you get on it, she'll go. Now in normal driving, it's not loud or blatty or anything, and it's fine, but when you get on it, you can hear it, you know it, because it will sling your head back into the seat. So that's the one cool thing about this truck. Well, not the one thing, but that is a cool thing about this truck. And like I said, no injector or FICM issues. It fires right up, hot or cold. All the coolant and oil temperatures are where they should be. So it's not deleted, although if you want it to be, that can be arranged. But like I said, everything is in spec right now, so it's not something you have to worry about unless you just want us to. But call me if you're interested. We got a guy that works at the Ford dealer and does side work, and anything that you want done, we can get done. So just let us know. We'll be glad to go over all that with you, explain it. But like I said, it's ready to go. If you want to fly in, drive it home, you can. We would not hesitate to get in this truck and drive it anywhere. We've already put over 100 miles on it ourselves. Picked it up at an auction, drove it back. We moved a couple of campers around with it, run some other errands, so know it's a good truck. But we also understand most of our customers are from up north, and they're buying from us because, well, first of all, we got great deals, and second of all, we got rust-free trucks. And so with that being said, we know a lot of you don't have time to fly in and spend a day or two or three driving one home. So what we can do now is arrange shipping for you. And if you look online at these companies that offer shipping calculators, don't let the quotes you get worry you, because depending on how much of a hurry you're in, we can save you as much as half off the average online quote, and we can save you at least $200 or $300 in general, because most of these companies, they're not really shippers. They don't have a fleet of trucks with their name on it. All they are brokers. So they'll take $200 or $300 from you and call it a deposit, and then you'll pay the driver when he drops it off, and what you pay him is all it's really costing to ship your vehicle. And they all use this one website that all the independent truck drivers get on to find loads. Well, what we've done is gotten on there ourselves, paid the exorbitant amount of money it costs to be a member of that website, so now we can post shipments for our customers at no extra charge. We don't have a markup. We don't try and make any money on it. We just do it as a favor to our customers. So if you're interested, email me or text me or call me with your zip code, and I'll give you a good ballpark on shipping. Or if you're anywhere near Atlanta or Dallas or pretty much the entire state of Florida, call me or let me know, because we can get you a real good deal on shipping to any of those. So just something to keep in mind. My number is 601-376-9869. And like I said, this truck, don't let it be in a 6-liter worry you. This truck runs just like it's supposed to. And the main thing you got to remember about these 6.0s is you got to keep them serviced. And everybody who drove the older 7.3s was used to just keeping the oil topped off and not worried about it. And then they got these 6.0s, treated them the same way, and then wondering why they were having problems. Well, you have to service them. You got to change the oil every 5,000 miles. You got to change the fuel filters every other oil change. And you got to use 4 filters. If you do all that, these trucks will last just as long as any of them. They'll last as long as the 7.3, but you got to keep them serviced, and you got to use 4 filters. That's the biggest thing, because aftermarket filters, Ford didn't license their patents, so all these other aftermarket filters, they fit, but they don't fit quite perfect, and they're not really doing as good of a job. So just something to keep in mind. Now, we've been driving nearly 8 minutes, and I want you to see absolutely no warning lights lit. I like to show that after we've been driving a little while, because it's easy to kill a light or a bulb or whatever and take a picture. But if you got an underlying problem and you haven't fixed it, that light's just going to come right back on. So that's why I like to show after we've been driving a while that there's still no lights. You see all the gauges are reading where they should be. This is a good solid truck. It's a Lariat. Not really much to nitpick. These armrests have some little cracks on the top of them, just from, you know, normal wear, normal use. That's about all I can nitpick on this truck. So, see, the dash isn't cracked. There's another mount of some kind right there. We're going to leave it. Looks like you could maybe put a magnet on your phone and attach it or something. I'm not sure. Cup holder's in good shape. Steering wheel's not chewed up or beat up. One little spot right here, it had a necker knob on it, which, if you're not as old as I am, you may not know what a necker knob is, but just Google it. We kept it if you want it. We'll put it back on. But this is the first one I've seen in a long time. It was probably an old man that had this truck, just from the fact that it had a necker knob. It's just not something you see every day anymore. But anyway, pretty clean 04 Lariat, diesel, 4-wheel drive, electronic shift on the transfer case, no 6-liter issues, ready to go. My name's Dan Dale. My number is 601-376-9869. Be glad to answer any questions you may have about the truck, about shipping, about the price, whatever. Just give me a call, 601-376-9869. Appreciate you watching the video, hearing everything we have to say about this truck. Look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.